Hi Stampers, I'm Meg from Loven Stamps, and I have another Stamps and Mail Club kit to share with you, or project from the Oh So Eclectic stamp set. And this fourth project actually is going to take your pieces in your kit and turn them into this fun summertime banner. Summertime, fall, kind of whatever. It's just really flexible. So here it is as a close-up. Lots of neat ways to use these, and I really love how the die cuts come together to make some really neat effects on this banner. Now you can make the banner exactly like this, where it is just the pieces in the kit, or you can intersperse photos with this. It makes a really neat thing to put up around your house as like a home decor piece with some little photo features. It fits wallet size, back to school pictures perfectly. All kinds of things you can do with this. But there are a bunch of tips and tricks on how to assemble your banner. So grab your supplies and let's get stamping. So let's get our pieces out for this project. So these are all the banner pieces that you'll need, and everything's die cut and ready to go for you. I want to talk a little bit about a couple of them. This one is actually one of my favorites. So let's see if you can see in the camera. There you go. There is a really great leaf texture here, and that is done with an embossing die that is part of the framelit set. So this is that die, and the first time I ran it through the Big Shot, I thought, oh my gosh, it didn't work right, but it works just fine. It's meant to give an embossed image rather than a cut image, okay? And then this part, this flower here, you'll notice isn't cut out like the flower that we put on this card. So it's the same die, but there's no cut around it. So this is actually two different dies here. So this is the part that I used here to cut the silhouette, and this is the part that you would use if you wanted that silhouette cut out to be a separate standalone flower. There is a similar system for this die. So here's another piece that we're using on our banner. This one is cut, I'll turn this way. This one is cut with both dies, so this is actually two different pieces. One is the outline, so you can use the outline like this, which we used on our centerpiece card, or you can cut it at the same time. The pieces fit together, so you just run through the Big Shot once to get the silhouette image, so the silhouette die cut image. There are just some really neat pieces on here. There's the same effect you can do with a diamond. There's a heart, a sort of fractal-y heart. There is a really neat little sprig here, and then this is the background that we used on our fancy silhouette background card. So really, this is a very flexible die set. I highly recommend adding it to your collection. Okay, so with that aside, let me show you our pieces and give you some tips for putting together. This is a banner triple punch, so I'm just gonna slide that in and punch my ends. If you don't have a banner triple punch, it's okay. You can just use scissors to cut those. This one I'm going to go ahead and stamp on, so we'll set that there. And then this one is going to be purely layered. And then one more here, I'm going to cut my flower. So that was quick work of all those. The banner triple punch actually has 3 separate settings, so you can use any size up to 2 inches in it, but it has 3 tracks so that it helps you to get your paper straight in there if you use those sizes. And then actually you can use the smaller stuff if you want to. Like this one, I'm just going to center it by watching and go ahead and punch, and so you can even cut smaller pieces with it. Okay. So now we have what we need for our banner. Let me look at our pieces. This one here, we'll zoom in some. This one here is going to get our gem. Make sure you peel off the adhesive dot that is on the gem sheet, the faceted gem sheet, because you want to get both pieces. And then it's going to get a little greeting, and I've chosen the "Oh, hello, friend," which would make this kind of a fun thing to have in your front hall, or you could even give it as a gift. And I'm going to stamp that there. I like to stick those down with Stampin' Dimensionals if I find them. All I see is my mini ones, but they'll work too. So little teeny Stampin' Dimensionals. If you don't have these in your collection yet, you might want to think about getting some. So I'm going to stick that there. So this banner piece is done. And let's see, I'm going to make it easy on myself. So the gold library clips here, I'm going to go ahead and attach one to the top so that I know that one's done. Okay, check. All right, next banner piece is this piece of lemon lime twist cardstock, which is going to lay over here. And I think I want this to be a little shorter, so I'm going to chop the top off of it. There we go. And then I'm going to grab my Emerald Envy ink again and stamp this here. Stamp a branch. So now we have our branch. And then I'm going to clip these together, and you can either attach them or you can clip them, whatever makes you happy. So there's 2 of our banner pieces done. The next one in the order is this one, which is the Soft Sky. And I'm going to grab the background here, or the foreground, the detail line image, and my Peekaboo Peach ink, and I'm going to stamp a couple of these. Let's see, one, put another one down there, and we'll do a little more down there at the bottom. Okay, so there are our 3 pieces for that one. So this one is done. Like I said, this is a really pretty quick project piece. Okay, and then for our last 2, we need some ribbon. So I'm going to grab my ribbon sampler here. I'm going to use the whole piece of Night of Navy crinkled seam binding, because that will come in handy. And then I'm going to need just a little piece of the Peekaboo Peach. So this seam binding assortment comes with your Stamps and Mail Club kit, which is awesome, because you're going to have a ton left over from different colors when you're all finished. And then I'm going to need this piece here, but before I cut it, I actually want to tie it around the stem. I love these 2 colors together, Night of Navy and Emerald Envy. Why do I feel like I'm calling it the wrong thing? No, it's Emerald Envy. Like a brain fart. Okay, so there we have our ribbon tied around there, and then I'm just going to trim the ends. It's a really light ribbon, so it's kind of tricky to cut sometimes. There we go. Okay, and then get rid of that. And then let's see, this piece here needs to have an end cut so that it looks pretty. Okay, get rid of that. And then these pieces actually are going to a layer here with a bit of the gold sequin trim. And I'm going to put them all here with a clip. Now when you get your clips, they sometimes are sealed a little bit, so you need to just be deliberate about squeezing them to break that gold seal. I think it's the finish on the clip sometimes just needs a little encouragement. Okay, and then this piece is going to come together like this. So I'm actually going to use one of those mini glue dots. If you haven't used these yet, they're new in the catalog and they're amazing. So I'm going to put it there, on the back of our flower. Oops. All right, since I had the ribbon, there, the ribbon covers up my glue dot. And we'll put that kind of right there. And then, because I love Stampin' Dimensionals, there's my big ones. I'm going to pop a Stampin' Dimensional here on the back. And instead of putting this right in the center of this banner piece, I'm going to kind of put it to the left side so that we have a little bit of artistic placement there. Okay, and then that one's done, so I just need to add a clip to it. Okay, so I'm going to snap that clip. So here are our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 banner pieces. All right. And then these are going to be strung on a length of our Night of Navy ribbon. So let's get all this other stuff out of the way. Oh, ink. Unkept ink laying around. Alarm, alarm. All right, so then these would get strung here, and all I did was just clip them to the ribbon. Now, one of the things you can also do with this is you can intersperse it with photos. So I have a little photo tour from our recent Stampin' Up trip, so I'm going to share some of these with you. They won't all fit in here. I had too many to fit, but you could just clip them in between or attach them with other clips you have. But anyway, Stampin' Up gives us this amazing chance to earn an incentive trip every year as consultants, as demonstrators. And so this year our trip was to Thailand, which is just, there's the little Stampin' Up logo. An amazing place to go, and then to have Stampin' Up pay to take us there is even better. So we actually chose to extend our trip just a little bit, and we stopped over in Tokyo on the way. So this is a picture of my family outside the Meiji Shrine, which is one of the huge temple complexes or shrine complexes in Tokyo. It's beautiful. And the really cool thing is that when I was in college, I went on a 4¼ trip. And so I have a picture of myself. I won't show you that one, but in the very same place 20 years earlier. So that's kind of fun. And we had a great walk in the gardens there. This is a picture. We did lots of fun shopping when we were there. Lots of, neat market streets and just busy and fun things like that. So we're shopping there. My son loves to explore everything. This is the Kit Kat. So he got a big kick out of that. They were green tea flavored, and they come in other flavors too. Green tea, cantaloupe, just whatever you can think of. These are the rice and seaweed treats with salmon inside them that you can get like at the 7-Eleven and so forth. He went to a soccer shop that he was just gaga over. And then this is at one of I think this is a Hello Kitty shop, so he thought that was pretty fun too. All right, this is us. We went to Mount Fuji also, which was out in the mountains, and just a gorgeous place to travel. The views were amazing. Everybody we saw all day kept saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you get to see the top of the mountain." So we did, and we saw it pretty much all day long. So we were really, really fortunate with that. And let's see, then we were back to Tokyo. This is these really pretty decorations. We got a kick out of them. They're paper crafted too, but they are for Tanabata Days, which is a festival of the star-crossed lovers. So I'll have to share that. You can look up the legend if you want to. But they were celebrating it one of the days we were there. So it was street festivals and really cool things. And actually on the day of Tanabata, I'll show you this. This is the word for Tanabata. So Disney Tanabata Days. We went to Tokyo Disney Sea, and the biggest kick was everybody dressed up. So we missed the boat. We didn't dress up to match each other, but we met lots of people who had, and these girls thought we were like super fun. Their bows and their skirts, and clearly they were the ones who were having fun, but we also enjoyed it, and they were excited to get their picture taken with the kids. So Tokyo Disney is amazing also. It's very Disney and also very Japanese. So it's really a unique thing. We went to a hedgehog cafe. They are darling. So you get to play with the hedgehogs and so forth. That's in Tokyo. And then we also went to the Kawaii Monster Cafe, which I'll show you that one in a second. But it's the girls dress up with their kawaii. Kawaii means cute in Japanese in their outfits. And it was just like crazy food and crazy fun and music and just psychedelic kinds of colors and stuff. And then here is, that's Eric. He was kind of getting excited about the whole idea too. We're sitting at this table and he ordered popcorn shrimp. So there's shrimp with popcorn in it. Get it? And then it came on this like painter palette with all these different flavored and colored mayonnaises and stuff. So he'll love that I showed you that picture. Not really. Anyway, so you can put those all, put your pictures on your thing. Oh, okay, wait, that was the first half of the trip. That was Japan. I haven't even gotten to Thailand yet. So then we went to Thailand, which was the Stampin' Up part of the trip, and they put us up in this amazing resort. It was absolutely beautiful in Phuket, which is an island sort of on the southwest side of Thailand. And we loved this pool. It actually had a sandy bottom. And we had the resort all to ourselves as Stampin' Up. So this is Abby. The sun was right in her eyes when I took this. But the pool complex had these amazing, like, long distance what do you call that? Oh, lazy river kinds of things. So this is the end, kind of by our hotel room, our resort room. We had an amazing room, like 3 floors and a patio, rooftop patio and crazy stuff. And then we went, Stampin' Up gave us a treat for an excursion. We went kayaking in the bay there, and the karst rock formations were really cool. There was a beautiful, beautiful sight. And one day we went to an elephant sanctuary, the Phuket Elephant Sanctuary, which was very touching and a neat way that these animals are being cared for by some people who truly love them. So it was neat to see, and we got to feed the elephants, but only if the elephants wanted to. They're very very much about the elephants kind of doing the things that they want to do and live their elephanty lives. So that was really neat. And then we also went to cooking class. So there's Abby and I. And we made a bunch of different things. I think this is maybe green curry. No, doesn't look like the curry. I don't know what it was. Anyway, we had a really good time with the cooking class too. We learned that green curry, we love green curry. We knew that before we went. But we made green curry and we loved it, except the crazy stuff that goes into green curry, fish sauce. Oh my gosh, there's not much great about the ingredients that go into green curry, but together they make an incredible food. So really, so thank you everyone for supporting my Stampin' Up! Business. And if you are interested in earning trips like this, please let me know. I would love to have you join my demonstrator, my Loven Stampfuls demonstrator team, and I can tell you more about what it is to be a demonstrator and earn trips and travel all over the world. So happy stamping. Let me know if you're interested in Stamps the Mail Club for August. And I look forward to sharing more projects with you soon. Happy stamping!